As we are now getting into the third week of the Trump presidency, it strikes me that to a great extent, the tone for this presidency, the increasingly emboldened Trump and MAGA movement, and a Democratic Party that really seems lost, was set in the 100 or so hours after the polls closed on election night. Two things happened that were of great importance. The first is that despite this being a very close election by any quantitative measure, within hours, a narrative emerged that this had been a landslide. I suppose the reason for that is because Trump carried all of the swing states, but he carried them, most of them by very small margins. So what was, in fact, an extremely close election was presented to the American people as a landslide, and Trump and the MAGA people exploited that. Additionally, the silence, confusion, cowardice, puzzlement from the leadership of the Democratic Party in the 0 to 100 hours, the first 100 hours after the polls closed, also set a tone. And it sent a message to the MAGA people that they should try to do whatever they can get away with and they would meet little resistance. That's where we are now. And the question is, how do we get some of that back? I think what we need to do is some kind of a mass mobilization. And the date to do that would be coming up in late spring for the 10th anniversary of the day Donald Trump came down that escalator and really set the modern American fascist movement in motion. It would be wonderful if we recognize that anniversary by massive, massive protests all over the country, bigger than the ones around the first inauguration. That would set a tone that, at the end of the day, the American people, the tens of millions of us who oppose Donald Trump, still believe in democracy, and we still have some fight left in us.